hissed at me. Judy and I are somewhat famous for trying to domesticate feral cats. Those are the ones that are probably born in the wild and then just roam around without a home. They're basically wild. Oh, by the way, we're on our third feral cat. We don't know what happened to cat number 1 or cat number 2, but we rather suspect the coyotes that live in the woods behind our house had them for dinner. It takes a long time to win those cats' trust. Judy starts out by putting some food out for the cat. I'll join in the process, though you need to understand. I'm a dog lover. I just barely tolerate cats. Well, over time, these feral cats somewhat accept us as friends, or at least not enemies. And depending on the cat, they may even become friendly toward us, but not always. They are wild cats at heart. So this last one has been around for a few months, and when I get up early, the cat, by the way, we just call it Kitty, no real name, has been sitting near its food bowl, waiting for me to bring it something to eat. In recent days, it even allowed me to kind of reach out and touch its head, almost petting it, but not quite. Yesterday was different. I put the food down, reached out gently to touch its head, and he hissed at me. Not a little polite hiss. No, this was a full-on, get away from me or you'll be sorry hiss. And he underscored his attitude with a swipe at my hand, claws fully extended. I got the message, and I told Judy, that is it for me and that cat. That was yesterday. Today, I got to thinking. Now, I know it's a bit silly to try to make something spiritual out of an encounter with a feral cat, but I couldn't help myself. I got to thinking about God's love for us, His provision for us, the way He provides for us in so many ways: food, home, health, relationships, family. And yet there are those times we ignore His blessings and may even take a swipe at God. The Lord's chosen people did that. Read Exodus and other Old Testament accounts. The Lord does a miracle and soon the people are grumbling. He rescues them from the Egyptians, and soon they wish they were back as servants in that foreign land. And the people of Israel, they began to complain. "Oh, for some meat," they exclaimed. "We remember the fish we used to eat free in Egypt, and we had all the cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, and garlic we wanted." That's right out of Exodus 11, 4 and 5. Ungrateful, to say the least. But what about me? I can look back and see days I enjoyed the manna from heaven in my life, but was grumbling about wanting more, or even worse, times that I just ignored God. I accepted the blessings, but I didn't really want to have much to do with Him and His plan for me and for my ministry. That may be part of the problem. It is never my ministry, it's the Lord's ministry. As amazing as that kind of ungrateful attitude is, more amazing is God's attitude toward me. It is put beautifully in the hymn by Aubrey Assad, "Oh, the deep, deep love of Jesus, vast, unmeasured, boundless, free, rolling as a mighty ocean in its fullness over me. Underneath me, all around me, is the current of thy love." Thanks be to God. His love is not dependent upon anything but His nature. Scripture tells us if we are unfaithful, He remains faithful, for He cannot deny who He is. 2 Timothy 2:13. I never thought I would be taught a spiritual lesson from a feral cat. I may have to rethink my attitude toward that wild feline. And maybe you need to join me, especially in evaluating our attitude toward our loving, faithful Lord. If you want to learn more about our global ministry and the great international partners we have, head to our website, MEDIALLIANCE.cc. And to help us spread the word about these videos, like, subscribe, and share. And thanks. God's best.